All right, so now it's on to the bad guy, huh?
Yeah, here we go. And somebody that you're certainly going to be familiar with. And I had a few ideas here, and I'm gonna be right up front with you. I don't have any or many almost. So if we have that segment towards the end, feel free to dominate that. But I'm gonna let you know my almost first, and it was I'm pretty bad with names, so I'm gonna give you the roles, and you're gonna be able to fill in the name. But he's on Walking Dead. Apparently, he plays Daryl on Walking Dead.
Okay.
And he's also on the Boondock Saints as the younger brother of the two main characters there.
Oh yeah. What is his name? Like I know who it is, and he was in Blade 2.
He's like a yeah.
Man,
Wasn't he the villain in Blade 2?
Kind of. He was working with him at first, but he like maybe double crosses him.
Yeah.
I want to say it's like Remus or something.
Yeah. So that was who I originally thought, and I was like, no, he's definitely going to be a bit older. But the guy I ended up going with has way more of a presence now, and I felt like some of my casting so far maybe didn't have all the star power, and so I wanted to bring somebody with more of a presence here, at least if we're talking about the here and now, and that person is Daniel Bruhl. And Wayne, you're going to know him as Baron Zemo. He was also in Inglourious Bastards. I think he's a great actor. I think he pulls off that devilish villain that has, the looks of a foreign. He's a looker. I think he's a good looking guy. But I think he can also be a badass. And so I thought Daniel Bruhl for the here and now would fit with my franchise and this movie.
Yeah, I think that we are definitely trending in the same direction. We're in parallel universes. Like I said, I've got like 6 years ahead of your cast, but we're still trending in the same direction. And so I do like that. I think that Zemo actually does come across as intimidating and like somebody who you don't want to mess with that can scare you just by being quiet, and that's really what I was looking for in this role, who was originally played by Tcheky Karyo.
Who plays a villain often, right?
I don't know about often. Prior to this, all he had done is French stuff. He hadn't really done anything here.
Okay. He has a villainous look.
Yeah, very villainous look. And I think that's where your Zemo is great, because your Zemo almost looks like a younger version of him.
Oh, wait till you see the picture I send you, Wayne.
Okay. I'll definitely take a look at that. But I think that's a perfect cast, fits your cast perfectly, and it captures everything that I want to capture in my character as well. Like I said, I just had to keep my guy older because of everything going on.
The flow, yep.
Yeah, and so like I had, commanding presence, authoritative, menacing, and the character I went with actually was an actor in the movie Dreamcatcher. He was in the TV shows Homeland and Band of Brothers. No, Dreamcatcher was Stephen King.
Stephen King, yes.
He was in Band of Brothers. He was in Homeland. He's probably most famously known as Bobby Axelrod in the show Billions, and that is Damian Lewis. He's a British actor, has very piercing eyes. He's got a very intimidating presence. I don't think he's necessarily as scary as Tcheky Karyo, but he is intimidating, and I think that he'd be very believable as kind of like that drug lord kingpin type.
Yeah, accents certainly add into that intimidation factor, in my opinion. So I think, getting somebody, and certainly, British guys. So I think getting somebody of that ilk certainly fits the film needs, and it fits that villainous role. I'm not familiar with it, but I'm sure, once I get a chance to look at it and you're going to send me some images, I'll be able to give my take. But I think, if he's been, I've heard of Billions, and if he's been in those types of roles, and you add in the international flair that he has, and you said some piercing eyes, I believe that he could pull off, the villain that he needs to for your film.
Yeah, I think he's going to fit in perfectly with what we got going. Like I said, he's not quite as rough. I mean, he could grow a little bit scruff, but